Welcome back to Living 757. Now, in the last segment, Patricia, you were with two guests who found a different way to bring awareness to disease, right?
Yes, you.
Yeah, but how many of you know that depression is also a disease and even more dangerous when it's suffered in silence? So our next two guests, they've actually partnered together to put on an event to help fight against depression. So I'd like to welcome to Living 757 both David and Emily. How are you two doing?
Good. Thank you so much for having us.
Good. Hey, thank y'all for being on the show today.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing that we can talk about this topic. Quincy, Emily, now I just have a question. You guys doing this 5K run, Don't Struggle in Silence. That is a huge name right there. Why do you come up with this run?
Yeah, so I'm a first-year medical student at EVMS. Mental health is something that is super important to me. I lost my oldest sister to suicide in 2012. And so, you know, there are a bunch of foundations within the Norfolk area that focus on mental health and suicide prevention, but I feel like there weren't a lot of events focusing around like mind and body wellness and kind of incorporating the two. So myself, along with some other medical school students, kind of decided to put this race together. Obviously, it touched my life very personally. But, you know, with Norfolk having so many students from EVMS, ODU, NSU, TCC, and then a huge military population, it's something that is very prevalent in Norfolk, especially because of those populations. So we're really excited. The proceeds are going to the SMP Foundation, which Dave will be talking about momentarily. And yeah, we're just really grateful to have that partnership, and they've been very supportive in putting on the race. So.
Well, I love that, and the fact that you share. We're so sorry that you lost a family member.
Thank you.
And just thank you so much for sharing that. And yes, mental health is a great. It's a sickness that is, you know, is affecting many families.
Yeah, you don't want it to go unnoticed. Now, David, you with the organization that you volunteer with, right? You guys kind of live by this wording that basically, and I want to make sure I get it right. Depression is not your fault. Stay alive. Okay. So can you explain to the viewers just how important it is when people are suffering from depression to suffer in silence?
Sure. Mental illness is not your fault, but it is your responsibility.
Yeah.
And no one is going to take care of you like you, but there is a stigma around this really tough issue, suicide, that needs to be taken down and needs to be re-examined, because it puts pressure on people to ask for help.
Sure.
And you can't get through the toughest times in your life without someone being compassionate and helping you through that time.
Yeah. And you know, and I know that you're a very active member in that, and so SMP, right? Like,
yes, sir.
Can you just explain? And thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
It's an honor to serve.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So can you just talk about a little bit about what that organization's mission is?
Sure. It is the Sarah Michelle Peterson Foundation. Their mission is to stop suicide by spreading awareness and offering tools to help everyone do that. They start with children and all the way up to adults.
Yeah.
And one of the key factors, like I just said, is trying to break that stigma. And so targeting their awareness toward children is the perfect way to do that, because they grow up, they become adults that are more compassionate to people who are suffering from hard times, mental illness.
Yeah.
They themselves can ask for help if they want.
Yeah, and we certainly appreciate organizations like yours. Thank you.
sir.
Man.
Yeah, that is amazing what you guys doing. So now, Michelle, tell me a little bit more about
Emily.
Emily. I'm so sorry.
I was going to let it run.
No, but Michelle is the.
Yeah, she is the founder, yes.
She's the founder. I hear Michelle. She say Michelle. I'm so sorry. Tell us a little bit about when it's going to be. And I hear also that you guys offering a 15% discount to the participants. Just tell us a little bit.
Yeah, so the race will take place along the Elizabeth River Trail. So it's going to start at Benchtop Brewing Company, and it will go basically up to Jeff Robertson Park, down to Plum Point Park. So it's nice because you get to see, you know, waterfront scenery, and it's a nice place to be outdoors and, you know, just promote mental wellness. Afterwards, there will be an after party at Benchtop Brewing Company. So there will be like a DJ with some Sour Street pizzas also making an attendance. Yes. So, you know, there will be drinks, there will be brunch pizzas, and then we also have some raffles that we are auctioning off. So
Always cool.
each participant will get some raffle tickets, and we have like local companies who have donated, like photo shoots, massages, gift cards to restaurants, which has been really great. Just a really great outpouring of support from the community.
Awesome.
We
Well,
love
definitely-
it. Thank you so much, guys. We have the flyer on the screen. Thank you, David. Thank you so much, Emily,
thank you.
for this. And
great
people,
being
don't forget to run on this race.
Oh yes, the Take 15. It's Take
the Take
15 for the
15.
15% off.
Yes, and I asked
The
about that.
important
I
part,
forgot.
yes.
So, and take 15% off when you sign, so please go and do it. So don't forget to run for this race.